Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ham Radio Basics Live, Season 2, Episode 8, Ham Radio News and Updates, April 2nd, 2024. Want to welcome everybody. Andy's in the house. Dr. Ted is here, and Chris is here tonight. Welcome, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Apologize for last week. I had a crazy work day last Wednesday, and it normally only takes me an hour to get home. On top of the crazy work day, it took me 2 hours to get home. So that's why we didn't have a show last week. I was exhausted. I think I went to bed at 9 that night, which I never go to bed at 9. So yeah, but we're here. We're ready to rock and roll tonight. We've turned another corner as far as a month is concerned, and already put in for my vacation for Hamvention. That's coming up pretty quick. So looking forward to that. We're going to be, of course, doing a lot of preview information on that. Want to let you know just kind of some news and updates here. TID Radio, they sent me their TD-H3 right here, and going to be doing a review on that. Got that coming up. That's in the works here. Also, you probably saw my unboxing video on my Texan PL990. We're going to be doing an actual video where we're going to be doing some SSB with this. Probably, maybe hit 10 meters, 40 meters, who knows what. But we'll see what I can pull in with the antenna. I'll show you how all that's set up. So that's coming up. That's around the clock too. And okay, you guys remember, and I'm not sure if you guys remember this or not, but I had a Gigaparts unboxing, okay, which I thought was absolutely crazy. It was a mystery box, and we unboxed it and showed you guys what was in it. And I think the only thing that I actually don't have anymore was they gave me a very basic HT with that, and I gave that away during the yeah, good, Chris. I gave that away during the Christmas giveaway. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have a show on probably on a Wednesday night, see if I can, drum up some interest here, kind of closer to Hamcation or Hamvention. I'm sorry. Gosh, I get the names confused. Closer to Hamvention, what we're going to do is I'm going to give away that Gigaparts mystery box, everything that's left. I think there's just some nice stuff that's in there. I mean, it's almost $200 worth of stuff that I got for $100. And I mean, there's a luggage cart in there. I think a canvas sack is in there. There's some other things that are real nice. Of course, everything's brand new. It's going to be in a box. And of course, as the rules are, and of course, you guys know, you have to be over 18, got to be a subscriber to Ham Radio Basics here, of course, and be in the United States. Those are the only rules that I have for my contest. So but yeah, that's coming up, so look forward to that. That's I'm pretty excited about that one. That's a good one here. So I'm really kind of pumped up about that. And I don't know if you guys know or not, and I think I probably talked about it. I have a third channel, and it's called Tundra Nation Basics. And I know Dr. Ted, I think you know that, and some of your other ones, you probably know that as well too. I think I have a link for it down below where it's about my third generation Toyota Tundra. Just having a lot of fun with that. We're around 200 subscribers. It's picking up steam. It's slow but sure, starting out kind of a thing. And I got some great videos looking at that. My next video coming up, I'm working on right now, is how to get the Toyota Tundra that you want or close to it. And I explain a lot about how I got mine and how you actually order a Toyota, which is different from other dealerships. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's coming up real quick. And let's just get into stuff. Okay, there's a lot out there. And again, and I'm sorry about missing last week, guys. Oh, good, Dr. Ted. Good deal. I'm glad for that. Oh, and another housekeeping here. We're knocking on the door. We're probably about 200, a little bit less than 200 hours away from getting monetized here. So I want to thank you guys. You guys are doing a great job. You're watching the videos. I'm looking at the stats. It's really good. Gaining subscribers here. It's fantastic. I can't thank you guys enough. Oh, and I got new t-shirts, and drop a note in the comments. What do you guys think? What I did was, instead of doing the color ones, I decided to do navy blue and the white on the navy blue. And the missus says it looks great. And I did that with my drone channel as well too. So, so there you go. So, all right, we're going to kind of get into things here. All right. I always love coming across, of course, here's my review of my, or not the review, but the unboxing and initial setup of the Texan PL990. I'm very impressed with it so far and look forward to getting some, I don't want to call them contacts, but listening to some SSB here and see how that antenna works with this. So stay tuned for that. I think this is cool, seeing these old ads. This is a 1941 Allied Radio catalog right here. That is just way cool. I enjoy seeing stuff like that. So I like to put that out. This video actually went, and I'm not sure. Yeah, this went to actually the Tundra Nation Basics. I had put one out to my drone channel, but I also put one out to the Tundra Nation Basics channel. And what I did was I took my DJI Air 3 and I flew around the Tundra, and it got some great views on it. I really, really, really like it here. So, and again, I reposted about the disaster in Baltimore with the bridge down there. And then this was my Rotor Talk Live for last week. And here, this is a great portable multiband antenna chameleon PRV POTA heavy kit here. And I'm trying to see who.
Hello, my dear friends.
This is a great review, and suggest you guys take a look at it if you can. This was funny. I just absolutely love it. Yes, I really am just running 5 watts QRP, although I suppose I do have an above average antenna system. Now, I love seeing this stuff, and I will get that out there. It's absolutely great. Gun channel? No, Joe, I don't have a gun channel. I do have a Tundra Nation Basics channel. There's a link in the description to that. Yeah, we just had, Dr. Ted, we just had a huge thunderstorm come through here in Florida. It really kind of disrupted a lot of things. And I know those guys that are over on the East Coast, I'm going to be joining them on Saturday for the drone meetup. Probably couldn't fly today. We had 30 gusting to 50-mile-an-hour winds. So, but yeah. And UTV and Ham, welcome. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and I said, I'd absolutely love seeing this stuff. So anytime I see that, we're going to do that. Now, this is interesting here. Loving the Ham Clock Quadra. Comes with software preloaded plus other popular software like FL Digi Suite, WSJTX, Grid Tracker for $49. DX Cluster setup took some problem solving, but super cool. Okay, and it's from Innovoto. It's only $49, and I think that's with a keyboard with it too. So if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely check out the link on this. There's the actual setup right there. So, and of course, I love this. You know, I love when I see these AI generated ham radio drawings, if you will. I love seeing this stuff, and I reposted this. I thought it was just so well done. I really like it. Just a gentleman probably doing soda, obviously on top of a mountain, and just has a unbelievable antenna there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And this is a great video right here. Top 5 HF ham radio antennas for beginners. And this is done from our good friends at Ham Test Prep. The professor did that. This is a great video. They put out some great videos, by the way. And I think for those of us who obviously have our licenses and have been in it for a while, they put out some very basic, some very good videos. And that's something I suggest you maybe go take a look at right here. And of course, this was my announcement about no show for last week. Michael does a great review on Copy and Ham Radios. Did their take on the popular Rubicop vertical non-resonant antenna. Michael is a master with anything. Absolutely love his channel. Definitely suggest taking a look at that. It's a great video, and Copy and Ham Radio guys, T.O. and Smoking Ape and the rest of them, they just do a fantastic job with that. So. And then of course Easter, that was Good Friday right down there. And then again, another old ad for Helicrafters World Range Radio right there. Just I love seeing these old ads. Absolutely love seeing these old ads. And what they do is a lot. They remind me, and I think I alluded to it when I talked about my Texan PL990. One summer, my parents got me for my birthday's in July, so they bought me a Radio Shack 9-band radio, and I took it out, extended the antenna, and on a summer night, and I was listening to stations all over the world. I would say that's probably where I first caught my bug and was starting to get a little bit of interest in it. I just thought it was so cool to listen to that. So that kind of reminds me for that. Here's where I got a great drone deal through Amazon. It was it was a multi-part saga with at least 4 hours on the phone, but I got them to honor their price right here. This is priceless. I love seeing things like this. It says they may be cute, but they're expensive to keep, will bite your head off, and are absolutely untrainable. The other's an alligator. I don't know much about alligators. It's just priceless. My wife absolutely loved that one. Modern introduction to packet radio. This is a great intro. If you don't know a lot about packet radio, I suggest you watching this. This really kind of lays the basics and the foundation for this. I reposted this from Jason. Big news from Main Trading Company. As you know, Richard is now, and I forget the name of the amplifiers, from Italy. Is going to be the North American distributor for them. We wish him nothing but the best. He's going into that full time along with MTC, and kudos to him for that. These amplifiers, expensive, but they do such an incredible job. Sergeant Rock, welcome. Good to see you tonight. Glad you stopped by, my friend. And Jason posted right here. This is great. New battery case for the Yaesu FT5DR. You can tell obviously it's printed on a printer here, but these are great. So if you want to get one of those, you can check out the link that Jason had from WOAEZ 5H and USB-C chargeable. That should be posted on the website this weekend. And there's a listing for that right there. This was great. GE Ham News began in September of 1938. It was published by General Electric to promote the use of GE tubes by amateur radio operators. Each issue generally provided 4 to 8 pages of advice and news about products and their usage. Similar newsletter RCA Ham Tips, the increasing use of transistors is cited as the cause for the publication's demise. And there's a picture of that here and here. And again, I absolutely love seeing these things. Okay. All right. Hayden I almost bought this one right here. Balpung radios banned in the USA, and this was on April the 1st. Of course, it was an April Fool's joke. It took me a while because Hayden did such a convincing job with his video. So Hayden, if you're watching, kudos to you. You did a great. Oh, all right, Sergeant Rock. You're doing double duty here. All right. Well, tell Captain Ray I said hi, okay? That's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Hayden did a great job with this video. He really did a very, very convincing job. This was for last night's show that I had. And here, I love seeing these kind of things. Yep, it's a ham radio. I can't pass these up. When I see these memes, a lot of times I'll see them. A lot of times, ham radio operators, it's one of the largest Facebook groups out there. Somebody posts a lot of these memes out there, and they pretty much say feel free to use them, and I absolutely positively love that. I think it's just so funny here. Okay, and again, this is the big announcement from Main Trading Company. Jason reposted that right here, and you can see in Iowa it's snowing. I love this. Somebody obviously did a Photoshop right here, but who wouldn't want this? I mean, it's just it's obviously Photoshop, but it's one of those things. It's Like if it could be, I would get it, kind of a thing. All right, Michael's has season 11 of Ham Radio Outdoor starts now. You definitely want to go ahead and check that out. And Jason is in Fredericksburg, Texas, not specifically for the eclipse, but he'll be in a good area for it. He's monitoring 146.760. Come help me use the repeater. So now this is a great video. Our good friend here, K8MRD Mike. Just, fraud and POTA. Are people really doing this? And I wanted to spend a minute on this. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, UTV and Ham. This is a great video that he did here. And I don't know if you caught the gist of it or watched this video. If you haven't, please do so. Oh, great deal, Sergeant Rock. Now, oh, that's awesome. 10 watts. See, I have a hard time, getting to use, like, because I love my ICOM radios. I love my 7300. I love my 705. But when you're making contacts like that, Sergeant Rock, and I don't know what kind of antenna you're using, usually I use a vertical, okay? But, if I use an end-fed half-wave or something, I could probably get some greater distance contacts. But see, that's the beautiful thing about it. That's what I love. That's why I'm really hard pressed not to use my 705. It's just so much fun. I think there's, to me, that's probably my greatest thrill in ham radio is QRP. I just absolutely love it. And the 705 is just fantastic. So that is just kudos to you, my friend. That's great. John, welcome. Good to see you tonight. But this video that Mike did, K8MRD, talked about how people are setting up and they're saying they're at this park, okay, and and they're not at these parks. All right, it's just yeah, I got a problem with that. All right, they're sitting at their home and they're pretending they're in a park and doing a Parks on the Air activation, and people are thinking that they're doing this. And watch this video. He did a great job on this. Really, I'd like to hear your thoughts down in the comments on this if you guys have a sec, or make sure you watch the video and give Mike some likes and some comments on it, because I think it's something that's very notable. I mean, for me, it's kind of a no-brainer for me. Why would I do something like that? The whole idea is, people take advantage of the system here, and hopefully, what I'm thinking. A tactical Delta loop. Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. That is absolutely great, my friend. That is absolutely fantastic. People are taking advantage of the system here, and what I'm hoping for is maybe somehow, some way, they can use GPS and show that you're actually at that park, kind of a thing. They should probably put something like that. I don't know. I got all kind of ideas on that, but what I will say is it's just wrong. Okay. It's just absolutely positively wrong. So, but Sergeant Rock, that's absolutely great with that tactical Delta loop. Wow. That's just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, if you get a chance, watch that video from Mike here. Okay. This was a great video from Josh, and people don't really think about this a whole lot here about storing used ham radio equipment, things that you may need later but you're not using right now, so you want to go ahead and store it. There are some great practical tips with this, and definitely watch this video, because it's something, Josh is great. He picks out subjects that really have some great interest to a lot of people, and this is one of them, and I really like that. So all right, this gentleman got a Elecraft KH1 and had some of his initial thoughts on that. So if you get a chance, watch that video. And I love this. The guy said, look what followed me home. he got a X6100, and I've kind of been on the fence. This is a radio I've been on the fence about, and mostly to me not because of the updating of the software and the issues with that, but it's mostly with the heat sink with this. But it really, when you get one and you get it updated and it's working well, it's a great radio. Okay, it really is a great radio. And I'm not hearing a whole lot of improvement with the 6200. So that's a cause for concern here. I would love to have seen the prices drop on the 6100 when the 6200 comes out. That's the 6200 is supposed to come out, I think, from what my understanding is in June. Hopefully they might have them at Hamvention. So I would love to get my hands on one and take a look at one. The aesthetics are a little bit different, but it kind of looks the same. It does have a battery that you can take on and off of it. I don't think it has 20 watts, which I'm really kind of, that's a real kicker to me. I was kind of hoping, a lot of people were kind of hoping that it was going to have 20 watts on that. So, had it on tripod in your backyard. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. See that. And I'm telling you, my friends, okay, especially, and I think Sergeant Rock. See, it's like with the 705. Why do I want to use other radios, okay, when I can go ahead and make those kind of contacts like you make, okay? It's just like, well, the first time I made a contact on it, okay, I'm really kind of just, I got everything set up, and I did a Chameleon, my MPES 2.0, a vertical, one radial out from it, checked the SWR, everything was fine. And before I knew it, on 10 meters, I'm talking to somebody in Arizona, made my first contact on the radio. It was just, and I didn't mean to record that, but I did record it. So I did do a video on that, but there's nothing like that thrill of making your first contact on a radio. And that was my first contact on the 705. And it's been just a joy ever since. And the other thing, I'm on a QRP, roll right here. One of the other things that I like about the 705 is you have so many options as far as power are concerned. You can do, an external Bioenno with that and obviously get to 10 watts. You can use the internal, and what I've done, and you probably saw, battery. And what's nice with those batteries, they work in ICOM HTs. I think the 51, 52 series. And so, that kind of has dual purpose. You can, it's just so you can obviously you can try solar with it as well too. It's just, I absolutely positively love it. There's just so many options on that radio, but the 6100, I may, it's very tempting. It's very tempting. But again, with the 705, I'm like, See, but the thing I like about the 6100, it has that built-in tuner, and I really, really like that. So, all right. Said my piece about that here. Okay. It's okay if you don't like ham radio. It's kind of a smart people hobby anyway. I just absolutely, like I said, I love these memes that come up here. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that G90 is, that's a stellar radio. I know Walt from Coastal Waves and Wires, that's his favorite radio. And, a lot of people are hard pressed. Roy, that's a great question. I'm not sure. I would probably venture a guess, probably, but I'm not familiar enough with the internals in there to know that or not. But I can tell you, that tuner that's in the G90 and the tuner that's in the 6100, I mean, they're just like boom, and it's instant. And I watched when the 6100 first came out. T.O. did a video on. He did a lot of videos on the 6100, but was showing like after he tuned it, like what the SWR was on some of the bands. And I was, one was just, several of them were just flatlined straight across. I mean, it just absolutely amazing to me. It just kind of blew me away. It just really did. So that's a good, Roy, that's a great question. And, and I watched Walt, because I don't have a G90. I don't have a 6100, but I don't have a G90. And I've watched a lot of Walt's videos, and, he just did one on explaining the basics of the G90, was absolutely fantastic. If you guys haven't seen that video, please do so. Walt did a great job on that. And see, I love about Walt. He's just down to earth, straight, basic, right there, no fluff. I'm real tempted, Chris. I'm real tempted to get that 6100. And also I want to get a G90 too. It's just like, what, I got to say, well, first of all, I'm going to be spending airfare and hotel accommodations when we go up to Hamvention. So there's some money right there. But that one of those radios may be on a Christmas list. Who knows? I'm kind of thinking on that. So, but yeah, that's now I'm covering a different drone. This is a new drone that came out. It's called the Spectre Air, and really, it's a drone that was made for Cogito Spectre by DJI. Is really what it is. And I got one, and I'm going to be doing some testing on it. So, Callum did a great video on Jim Heath, W6LG, and if you get a chance to watch it, as you probably are aware, Jim's not doing real well health-wise, and he's kind of a legend in the ham radio community. If you get a chance, watch Callum's video right here. And if you get a chance, I know I think Jim recently put an update out as well too about his health. So like I said, if you get a chance, do that. Any thoughts on best visual display multiband radio for visually impaired guys? Dr. Ted, that's a great question. That really is a great question. Wow. I gotta give that some thought. Anybody in the chat, if you want to drop that in for Dr. Ted's question. Any thoughts on best visual display multiband radio for visually impaired guys? Obviously, I'm going to say, I'll say something first off, Dr. Ted, the bigger, the better. I love the screen on like the 7300 that has a great screen. And I think a lot of times in that instance, yeah, the Yaesu 991A. Yeah, that is fantastic. And a lot of times there's software to be able, you can put it on the external monitor. And I think that's one where you can do that. And that's fantastic to be able to do that. You can be able to see things. And there's a lot of software out there where you can hook radios up. And, I think the 705 has it and some other ones. Oh my gosh, Sergeant Rock. That is just, what a great, you can't ask for a better birthday present than that. Okay. That's one of my favorite drones. Okay. It's just bar none. I took it out a couple of weeks ago. I have so much fun with that drone. It really does. It does everything that its big brothers do, and it does it well. It does it very well. You will not be disappointed in that. And I'll tell you what, you can fly and fly and fly and fly. That battery will last you forever. So congratulations on your upcoming birthday. We wish you an early happy birthday and enjoy that present, my friend. You are really going to like it. Okay, Dr. Ted, there's an antenna company out there to help. Okay. Oh yeah, it is an absolutely great drone. But no, Dr. Ted, there's other companies out there that have software for different ones. I know, like for the 7300, I've seen it, and I've seen it for the 705. I think in fact, an iPad where you can control it, and it's very big, and you can take a good look at it. So, oh, okay, okay. Sony LG. Wow. Okay, that's a good thing. Thanks, UTV and him, for posting that. That's great. That's really good to know that. Okay. You see, of course, there's tonight's show. I had posted up there. So, but yeah, that's kind of all I had for tonight. But I'm just, you guys do great in the chat. Thank you for that. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. In the chat and doing all that. So, definitely that's fantastic. And if you guys ever have any questions on any of the show or anything, always drop a comment down there or email me at hamradiobasics@gmail.com. I'm always happy to answer any questions for you guys. If there's something that you want to know about, if I don't know the answer, I will go out there and point you in the right direction. I do that on my drone channel all the time. I get emails all the time, and I get emails. I'm starting to get emails on Ham Radio Basics as well too. So, feel free to go ahead and do that. But yeah, Dr. Ted, there is software out there to put them up on external monitors, and the user interface, it's point and click with your mouse. It's so easy, and it's big. So yeah, I think that's something that you can go ahead and explore. Yeah, you can bind it to your Air 3 controller and use. That's fantastic. Well, you know what I do with mine? Listen to this. When I got Prep Ham Paul, welcome. Good to see you tonight. What I did when I got my Air 3, it was right after I just got my cast off on my left hand. And one of the things that I did was I bought I bought a lanyard for it, and I left the eyelets in the Air 3 one, because you get one. I got the Mini 4 Pro with the same type of controller, so that's how I can distinguish the controllers between the two drones. So I was going to label them, but I never did. But I left those eyelets on there for the lanyard, so that made it real easy. And that lanyard was fantastic after I first started flying after recovering from my broken hand. I'm never going through that again. So we're not going to go there. Chris, thanks so much. I appreciate all you guys. You guys do take time out of your Wednesday night, spend some time, get some news and updates on things that are going on in the ham radio community. Support these guys, the videos that I talk about. I think that's one of the reasons I like doing this, is make you guys aware a lot of these and get you up to date on a lot of stuff that's going on in the ham radio community. These guys really work hard. They put out a lot of great videos. I'm getting there. Okay. I'm retiring in about a year or so. We'll be retired. So, UTV and ham, thank you so much. And again, thank you guys so much for stopping by, spending time tonight, watching us. Check out these videos that I'm talking about here. There's a lot of great information in them. We are so fortunate and so blessed to have a lot of great YouTube content creators for ham radio, our hobby here. So 7-3 guys, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.